take a look at your Sith Eternal requirements. Can you just take a little side journey, unlock Sith Eternal, and you can continue sharding for the other stuff on the side that you want to get while you go ahead and finish off Sith Eternal on your roster. Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your beloved Star Wars dad, Nooch Too Good. And today's question is, why shouldn't you just farm Sith Eternal Emperor? I mean, he's the easiest galactic legend to farm. He is very effective against other teams, other galactic legend teams. He probably is the least effective galactic legend in the game, but he's still a galactic legend. He still does awesome things. He's still a really great character in the game. Let's talk about Sith Eternal Emperor and why maybe you might want to take a look at farming him on your roster. We're going to start here in the requirements and look at those. When we get done with that, I'm going to look at several rosters from yesterday's roster review stream, one of which I kind of noticed was like right around the corner from it, and then we'll just pull up some other ones and kind of see, just in general, when you get to that 3, 4, 5, 6 million mark, when you're in the mid-game, you probably have farmed most of the requirements for Sith Eternal Emperor on accident. Like, it's just sitting there, you haven't really thought about it, it's like, oh, look at this. I could just go get Sith Eternal Emperor. I hear people all the time like, well, I'm working on this journey for CLS, and I'm working on this journey for Bad Batch, and I'm going toward getting gas and Padme, and I'm going toward this and that and the other. All these big, long, involved farms, when maybe Sith Eternal is sitting right in front of you, ready to farm right now. Let's look at the requirements. Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader right there at the top. Most people are going to have these guys. Relic, you have to get them for Kylo. Darth Vader's, Darth Vader's required for the Executor. A lot of you guys are going to have Executor out there, so you're probably going to have these two characters pretty much ready to go right off the bat. Royal Guard, probably not, but honestly, you get so many Royal Guard shards from Bronziums. After playing for like 6 months, you probably have a 7-star, and by the way, 6 months, I don't know the exact time frame, but 6 to 9 months, somewhere in there, you're probably going to have a 7-star Royal Guard ready. Admiral Piet, you may have already upgraded him for the Executor. If you've got Executor, you've got Admiral Piet. Director Krennic is probably the least farmed one out of all of these. There's no reason to farm Director Krennic in the game. I don't know if there's a rote platoon maybe if you got that, but Director Krennic is probably the one that you may not have out of this entire group. Sidious and Maul, if you bought the Hyperdrive bundle, you're going to be getting shards of these guys in some assault battles down the road, and you may have them at 7 stars, again, 6 to 9 months down the road if you've done some assault battles in the game. Count Dooku, same thing, you're going to get him out of Bronziums from time to time. He's a pretty easy farm. Most people are going to have Count Dooku. These Sith are going to be loaded up in your roster just automatically. I think is it the, Places of Power? Isn't that where you get the Sith? Or is it the other one? I can't keep track. Anyway, one of the Sith assault battles, you get a bunch of Sith shards. I think it's Place of Power. Anyway, Sith Marauder, you will have to farm Sith Marauder. You're not going to get him out of case. But hey, by the way, side note, if you farm Leviathan, you probably got about half the stuff absolutely done. So Imperial TIE Bomber, we talk about it all the time. If you farmed Executor, you've got Imperial TIE Bomber. Jedi Knight Anakin, a lot of people have Relic Jedi Knight Anakin just to have that Qui-Gon Omicron ready to go. Jedi Knight Anakin is a very popular early relic or early farm in the game. A lot of people have him done, so there's Jedi Knight Anakin done. Grand Thrawn is an easy unlock with the Phoenix now. You got Rex in there with your Phoenix, and boom. I'll be testing that out, see how quickly we can, or easily to unlock Grand Admiral Thrawn with the Phoenix now, with Rex mixed in there. Grand Moff Tarkin, everybody gets Grand Moff Tarkin with the Executrix. General Veers and Colonel Stark, if you have farmed the Executor or if you've got an Imperial Trooper team, you've got these guys ready to go. So out of this whole group, Sith Marauder and Director Krennic are the only ones you're just not going to come across by doing other things in the game. And the rest of them you're just gonna have based on doing all sorts of other stuff in the game. And that's why I say, if you've got your roster in that 3, 4, 5, 6 million range, you might be ready for Sith Eternal without even thinking about it while you're going after all these complicated farms for Leia Organa or Gas even. You know, Gas is a super complex, lots of stuff involved. You got to go farm all these characters. But let's go look at some rosters and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about here. This is Big Ninja's roster, and he was wondering, what should I be farming next? Well, let's take a look at his ships. I'm sure he's got Executor over here. So the Executor, if the Executor is done, again, guys, that gives you Darth Vader, that gives you Piet, that gives you the TIE Bomber. 3 things automatically done, and there's Palpatine. Relic 7, like I said, if you've got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, I don't know who Supreme Leader Kylo Ro is. Perhaps that's the offspring of Kylo Ren and Rey in some imaginary... I'll stop. Okay, Palpatine, most people have him on their roster. So we can see already we've got Piet, Darth Vader, Emperor, Palpatine, and we're going to have the TIE Bomber. The TIE Bomber is there if you got the Executor. So already 4 requirements are just done. They're just absolutely done on this roster. Let's look at the Imperial Troopers. Veers and Stark are sitting there at Gear 12, ready to go. That's a very easy journey right there. We take a look at the Empire. We've got, who else is in there? We got Thrawn, Tarkin. We got the Royal Guard. They're all at 7 stars, and there's Krennic down here at 3 stars. Again, like I mentioned, Krennic is usually the one bugaboo, but while you're getting everybody else geared and reliced up, you can be farming Krennic on the side over there while you're doing that. And then as far as Sith go, we've got Darth Maul, Count Dooku, and Darth Sidious all at 7 stars. And that's it. Oh, I didn't look at Jedi Knight Anakin. Let's just check him to make sure. Jedi Knight Anakin is not relic, but there he is at Gear 12. So again, this is like free to play. If you were free to play, and I did this on my roster, 2 to 3 months, and you got Sith Eternal Emperor without a lot of effort, without a lot of extra effort in there. And I think a lot of rosters in that 5.7 million, like this roster range, are right there where Sith Eternal is an easy unlock. Let's talk about one more thing that I should mention. When farming Sith Eternal, you want to make sure you have Wat Tambor with a Zeta on the roster. You don't even need to have him at 7 stars. You just need to have him activated with a Zeta. What that Zeta means is you'll be able to use mass manufacture he'll go before everybody else at the start of the battle. Wat gains a bonus turn. You throw the tank tech. Generally speaking, you throw the tank tech onto Sith Eternal. He's ready to go. That is the Chewie Medipack? No, that's the shield generator. You throw that, he dispels all of his own debuffs. Against Jedi Master Kenobi, if you're going to do that, you want to do the health protection one. But you want to have Wat Tambor just activated and with a Zeta. He's going to die anyway. Who cares if he's relic? You just need him with a Zeta. Let's take a look at another roster here. Here is another great example. Ethan's roster right here. He's got the Executor. So if you've got the Executor and he's got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, so you've already got Palpatine, Vader, Piet, and the TIE Bomber done. That's already done. A quarter of the journey is complete. Now we take a look at the Empire here and all the Empire. I think I missed Marauder on that last roster, but maybe you looked at it and probably commented. Give me a Marauder in comments if you noticed that I didn't pay attention to Marauder last time. But hey, Thrawn is already relicked on this roster. That's a little nice bonus there. We got Veers at 12. We got Tarkin right there. We got Royal Guard 7 stars. We got Stark. And again, Director Krennic dragging up the rear. And then we go over to the Sith. And I think we're in good shape here. We've got, let's see. We've got Darth Maul 7 stars. Darth Sidious 7 stars. Count Dooku is 6 stars. Sith Marauder is 5 stars. A little bit of farming to do there. But guys, that's not a lot. When you look at other Galactic Legend farms on your roster, and by the way, not a lot of Kyrotechs here. These are all like early starter characters. They don't require tons of Kyrotechs to relic these characters. There are just, I need to update my Kyrotech farming guide. The Kyrotechs required for this farm, for the Sith Eternal Emperor farm, are probably, I would bet, right there with, as far as lowest Kyrotechs for a Galactic Legend farm, they gotta be right there with Kylo and Rey. You just don't need a lot of Kyrotechs to get Sith Eternal Emperor on your roster. Let's take a look at another roster. Okay, this will be the last one. I'm just trying to demonstrate the point that you've probably done a lot of Sith Eternal farming on accident throughout the game, and perhaps you're ready to go after Sith Eternal without really putting much effort in. Let's take a look at Caitlyn's roster here. Caitlyn shows up every couple months, gets a roster. We've got the Executor, so you know what that means. We got 4 requirements done. We got Vader, well, I guess we got Kylo. We got Kylo and Executor, 4 requirements done. Piet, Vader, Palpatine, and we got the TIE Bomber over there. Let's take a look at our Empire here just to see what's going on there. So we've got Veers is already relic. That is a nice little ad right there. Colonel Stark is at Gear 12. Thrawn is at Gear 12. Tarkin is at 7 star. Royal Guard's only 6 star. I'm going to guess that Caitlyn's got that 5.6 million. I'm going to guess Caitlin's got the shards for Railguard, just hasn't taken him to 7 stars yet. And then we take a look down here at our Sith. I think this was where we need some more. Oh, wait. We didn't go to the Empire. I don't see any Krennic shards there, but I'm going to guess again. That Caitlin's got some Krennic shards and just has not activated the guy because she just doesn't bother. Caitlin does a lot of like counters. That's why you saw Gar Saxon up there and the Imperial Super Commando. Here on the Sith, we've got where I don't see Marauder. So Marauder's not there, but again, I'll bet there are Marauder shards. And Dooku, Maul, and Sidious, I'm going to guarantee these guys are ready to go at 7 stars, and Caitlin has just not taken them to 7 stars yet. So this is all I'm trying to say, folks. If you want to do a Galactic Legend, and you don't know what to do, and you've got a lot of big, daunting farms and challenging paths in front of you that are going to take you months to undertake, and perhaps you got to open the billfold to get Jedi Master Kenobi, to get Commander Ahsoka to go with Jedi Master Kenobi, to get Lord Vader, to go get all this stuff. To go get Leviathan, whatever. By the way, this farm will get you a good piece of the chunk to Leviathan, too, with all the Darth Maul and everything else. Anywho, I just think you should take a look at your roster, take a look at your Sith Eternal requirements, see where you sit on those Sith Eternal requirements, and are you ready? Can you get him done? Can you just take a little side journey, spend 2 or 3 months, unlock Sith Eternal, and be shard, and you can continue sharding for the other stuff on the side that you want to get while you go ahead and finish off Sith Eternal on your roster and get yourself another Galactic Legend. Make sure you got Watt with the Zeta. You'll be good to go. You'll have a lot of fun with him in Grand Arena. You'll have a lot of fun with him in some other game modes too. He's a good character. He's the least of all the Galactic Legends, but he's also the easiest to farm when it comes to all the characters required and Kyrotex. Just easy to get. Let me know how your Sith Eternal journey is going. I will definitely talk to everyone soon. And of course, always remember, Nooch too good.